I learned to drive on a gravel lane with dusty shoes and a borrowed name. Dad's old Ford and a dashboard crack, country songs and the seat leaned back. No GPS, just fence post guides, the kind of truth you only find outside. Give me back roads and rusty signs where the wild grows free and the heart aligns. No city lights, just stars that shine in the silence where my soul unwinds. I belong where the past still shines. Back roads and rusty signs. The barn still leans, paint's chipped away. That tire swing still knows how to sway. Mama's voice through the screen door hums, and every breath tastes like where I'm from. The years went fast, but these roots run deep. I close my eyes and I never leave. Give me back roads and rusty signs where the wild grows free and the heart aligns. No city lights, just stars that shine in the silence where my soul unwinds. I belong where the past still shines. Back roads and rusty signs. You can chase the dreams and bright marquees, but you'll miss the song in the rustling trees. Some things gold, some things fade, but these old roads never change. Give me back roads and rusty signs where the winds still sing and the old barns rise. It's more than home, it's blood and pine etched in the wood of a welcome sign. Yeah, I found my peace where the road unwinds. Back roads and rusty signs. He'd wake before the sun could rise. Coffee black, no need for lies. Put on those boots worn at the sole, each crack a story, each stain a goal. I used to watch him from the gate, wishing I could carry that weight. Fields of daddy's boots, wide and strong, stepping through dirt where roots belong. I tried them on, they didn't fit, but now I'm walking where he once did. Every step a prayer that shoots through the fields of daddy's boots. That plow still rests beside the shed. His hat still hangs where he last bled. Rain or shine, he never slowed. His back was bent, but he still sewed. Now it's my hands on that same wheel, learning slowly how to feel. Fields of daddy's boots, wide and strong, stepping through dirt where roots belong. I tried them on, they didn't fit, but now I'm walking where he once did. Every step a prayer that shoots through the fields of daddy's boots. Some son will see them too, and wonder if he's big enough to step inside the life I wore on this same porch behind this door. Fields of daddy's boots, soft and proud, where silence speaks much more than loud. They tell a tale no tongue could suit, of sacrifice and strong old roots. And I still walk with no dispute through the fields of daddy's boots.
Lay still, the moon hangs low, a quiet hum, the crickets know. The hay still warm from setting sun, another day of work is done. Mama's humming through the open door, and the barn light spills across the floor. Barn light lullaby, soft and slow, wrapped in straw and firefly glow. The world can wait till morning's near. Out here the stars sing crystal clear, and every breath feels safe and right beneath these barn light lullabies. Little boots kicked off with care, blanket smells like earth and air. Wouldn't be my bedtime sky, dreaming neath the swallows fly. Daddy's shadow by the door tells me I'm not alone no more. Barn light lullaby, soft and slow, wrapped in straw and firefly glow. The world can wait till morning's near. Out here the stars sing crystal clear, and every breath feels safe and right beneath these barn light Now I sing the same old tune to my own child neath that moon. The barn still creaks, the light still sways, but peace like this never fades. Barn light lullabies, gentle and true, in fields of gold under skies so blue. No grand parade, no lullaby grand, just dirt and love and a farmer's hand. And every night we close our eyes to those barn light lullabies.
There's a tire track in the clay, it's Been there since my granddad's day, where we drive slow just to wait at folks whose names were never saved. It ain't on no GPS, but it still knows my home address. That old county road with the whispering trees holds more of me than any city street. It's where I laughed and where I cried, where Grandpa told me real men try. No fancy lanes or yellow lines, just that old county road in time. We carved our names in that oak tree beside the church where Mom would preach. I took my first love by the stream, lost her and the boy I used to be. It don't lead far, but it runs deep through every broken night of sleep. That old county road with the whispering trees holds more of me than any city street. It's where I laughed and where I cried, where Grandpa told me real men tried. No fancy lanes or yellow lines, just that old county road in time. Someday they'll pave it, change its face, call it progress, call it grace, but I still see dirt and sky every time I close my eyes. That old county road, it won't forget the boy who still ain't left it yet. It's in my blood in every mile, that slow red clay, that southern smile. If heaven's real, I hope it shows a path like that old county road. Cicadas hum the evening low, rocking chairs sway soft and slow. Mama shells peas in a wooden bowl, while stories drift and embers glow. The screen door creaks like a lullaby, and time stands still as the wind goes by. Whispers from the porch, soft as rain, telling truths that never change. It's not the words, but how they stay, etched in wood and yesterday. Hearts unfold without a torch, under whispers from the porch. Daddy lights a cigarette, says, boy, don't chase what you'll regret. We all pretend not to cry when Grandma hums sweet by and by. The stars lean close to catch it too, the sacred things we never knew. Whispers from the porch, soft as rain, telling truths that never change. It's not the words, but how they stay, etched in wood and yesterday. Hearts unfold without a torch, under whispers from the porch. Now that porch is quiet wood, but I still hear it when I should. Every time I'm lost or torn, it brings me back to where I'm born. Whispers from the porch through the breeze, calling back the child in me. I chase the world, but when I pray, it's to that swinging summer haze. Life begins and ends, of course, with whispers from the porch. Out past the fence by the sycamore tree, we chase the dark and feel so free. No screens, no plans, just time to burn, and a summer moon that took its turn. Barefoot hearts and whispered dreams, dancing through the fields unseen. Where the fireflies glow, we found our light, in cotton shirts and sleepless nights. No city buzz, no neon signs, just your hand gently holding mine. I left a piece of me back slow, where the fireflies glow. Carved our names in that oak so wide, watched the stars and let hearts collide. You said forever with a crooked smile, like forever meant just one more mile. That laugh still floats on southern air, like you and I were always there. Where the fireflies glow, we found our light, in cotton shirts and sleepless nights. No city buzz, no neon signs, just your hand gently holding mine. I left a piece of me back slow, where the fireflies glow. Now I walk those fields alone, but every flash still feels like home. A memory flickers, then it's gone, but the love we had still lingers on. Where the fireflies glow, I still return to feel the grass and let it burn. No need for maps, I always know the road back there is soft and slow. My soul still shines in that faint show, where the fireflies glow. Woke up with the sunrise hitting 10, coffee boiling in a pot too thin. My boots hit dirt like a southern drum, and every step reminds me where I'm from. I ain't made of gold or fame, just cracked hands and daddy's name. I got gravel in my soul, dust in my veins, a heart that learned to love through pain. I don't shine, I don't fold, I was built from fields and cold. You can't break what time made whole. I got gravel in my soul. Mama sang through the evening storm, said storms make roots grow strong and warm. The barn still stands 'cause we held tight to grit and grace, not just the fight. Every scar's a badge I wear, proof I made it out of there. I got gravel in my soul, dust in my veins, a heart that learned to love through pain. I don't shine, I don't fold. I was built from fields and cold. You can't break what time made whole. I got gravel in my soul. Some folks run when the rain rolls in. I plant my feet and take it in, 'cause I was raised on stubborn ground, where you fall hard but you rise proud. I got gravel in my soul, fire in my chest, a life that's worn but still says yes. You won't see me in control, but I'll stand where rivers roll. With every mile I still grow bold, with gravel in my soul. We stacked the hay till our backs gave in, July heat and summer skin. Your laugh was light like cotton breeze, wrapped around me knees to knees. I thought love was made of dust and gold. Turns out even sunshine grows cold. Hay bales and heartaches tangled tight, kisses lost in fading light. You said forever in that barn, but forever left a lasting scar. Now the fields just echo what we fade. Hay bales and heartaches. Still smells like you and me, mixed with straw and memory. You drove away but left your ghost in every bale I miss the most. I climb up high just to recall how quick two hearts can start to fall. Hay bales and heartaches tangled tight, kisses lost in fading light. You said forever in that barn, but forever left a lasting scar. Now the fields just echo what we fade. Hay bales and heartaches. Say the land forgets the pain, but the barn don't blink when it rains. Each creek still sings the songs we knew, of all the love that couldn't hold true. Hay bales and heartaches, thick and warm, moments made and then transformed. You and I still sit where dreams once bathed, hate, bales, and heartache. She hung it up behind the door, pressed and stitched from times before. Wore it to church and funerals too. That faded blue still looked brand new. She never spoke of all she gave, but that dress danced when she forgave. Mama's Sunday dress, cotton grace, worn with pride and stitched with faith, held us strong through every test, folded love in every thread. She stood tall through every mess. In Mama's Sunday dress. She'd hum a hymn while brushing hair. While we fought life, she knelt in prayer. It saw her smile, it caught her tears. She wore it well through all those years. When times got lean, she still found light in buttons lost and seams pulled tight. Mama's Sunday dress, cotton grace, worn with pride and stitched with faith, held us strong through every test, folded love in every thread. She stood tall through every mess. In Mama's Sunday dress. Now it hangs where dust can't hide, like her voice when heaven cried. She's long gone, but I still see that dress in every part of me. Mama's Sunday dress, soft and warm, still smells like spring and Monday morns. If I could wear one thing of hers, it wouldn't be pearls, lace, or furs, just the strength she used to bless, wearing Mama's Sunday dress. Golden rose like ocean waves, bending low in summer haze. I'd run through fields, arms open wide, chasing clouds and countryside. The breeze would whisper soft and deep, a lullaby the earth would keep. Went through the week, wild and free, carrying hopes and parts of me, each stalk a thread in heaven's seam, swaying slow like distant dreams. My soul takes root where time runs sweet, in the wind through the wheat. Daddy's hat tossed on the fence, his calloused hands made innocence. He'd say, boy, this land don't lie, it gives you truth beneath the sky. And Every word, though rough and plain, still echoes in that amber grain. Wind through the wheat, wild and free, carrying hopes and parts of me. Each stalk a thread in heaven's seam, swaying slow like distant dreams. My soul takes root where time runs sweet. In the wind, through the wheat. I left those fields to chase the race, but I still dream of that open space where life was more than just a feat. It was wind, song, and bare feet. Wind through the wheat, calling home, tells me I was never alone. When the world feels hard to beat, I close my eyes and feel complete. Back in that place where hearts still meet. In the wind, through the wheat. In the wind, through the wheat. Barefoot summer, skinned up knees, fishing lines and cypress trees. Red clay stuck to every shoe, but it's the kind of dirt that pulls you through. We built our dreams in open fields, where sweat and laughter sealed the deals. Red dirt memories carved in stone, where the roots run deep and the soul feels known. No fancy roads, no city lights, just tractor dust and Friday nights. We grew up wild, raw, and free, living red dirt memories. That old schoolhouse with flaking paint still holds the vows we made so faint. A kiss behind the chapel wall, first heartbreak near the harvest hall. We never knew what we'd become. We knew the sound of a setting sun. Red dirt memories carved in stone, where the roots run deep and the soul feels known. No fancy roads, no city lights, just tractor dust and Friday nights. We grew up wild, raw, and free, living red dirt memories. Still sings to me of red dirt memories. Red dirt memories. There's a faded pine beside the road, where we first kissed, where secrets show. With your pocket knife and shaky hand, you carved our hearts into that land. We thought love could never bend, carved in wood that couldn't mend. The fence we carved our name still stands, through years of storms and shifting sands. Though you left and seasons change, that old fence still bears our names. It holds what we could not reclaim, the fence we carved our names. I drive by slow some evening still, and see the notch from that first thrill. The bark has aged, the grass grown tall, but I can hear our teenage call. We were just a flame too wide to hold, but some fires burn when nights get cold. The fence we carved our name still stands, through years of storms and shifting sands. Though you left and seasons changed, that old fence still bears our names. It holds what we could not reclaim, the fence we carved our names. You found a new life far from here, but I still stop when skies are clear. That fence don't talk, but somehow knows that some things stay while others go. The fence we carved our name survives, a wooden vow that still feels alive. Though time has chipped and rain has stained, it's more than wood, it's love engraved, a piece of youth we can't explain, the fence we carved our names. We'd climb the ladder, hearts and fly, to sit up high and steal the night. The corn below, the sky so wide, just kids with dreams too big to hide. You said the stars knew who we'd be if we just dared to break and flee. Stars above the silo burning bold told us secrets only silence told. With every blink we made a vow to leave this place but not know how. We mapped our future on that globe. Those stars above the silo, you traced Orion with your hand, said someday we'll both leave this land. But I stayed back when you moved on, still chasing stars long after dawn. climb up still when I can't sleep, and whisper dreams I couldn't keep. Stars above the silo burning bold told us secrets only silence told. With every blink we made a vow to leave this place but not know how. We mapped our future on that globe. Those stars above the silo. City lights and fame, but I still breathe your spoken name. The stars don't change, they just remind what we once dared to try and find. Stars above the silo shining still, watching o'er these rolling hills. We never left them far behind. They're stitched inside this heart of mine, forever burning soft and low. Those stars above the silo. Started soft like lullabies, 1,000 drops from southern skies. Mama rocked me in her chair, humming stories through the air. Each tap a memory pure and deep that told my restless soul to sleep. Rain on a tin roof, steady and warm, played like thunder in a lover's arms. It knew my heart before I did. It held my tears when I was a kid. There's peace I can't find in truth, like rain on a tin roof. I hear it still in motel nights, in metal sheets and neon lights. But it ain't the same as back at home, where storms would teach me I'm not alone. I'd count each drop like counting days, and fall asleep in nature's praise. Rain on a tin roof, steady and warm, played like thunder in a lover's arms. It knew my heart before I did. It held my tears when I was a kid. There's peace I can't find in truth, like rain on a tin roof. Now every storm feels like a song from days I thought would last so long. If I could go, I'd go tonight to that small porch bathed in white. Rain on a tin roof, let it pour, wash me back to that old floor, where love was strong and time was slow, and even pain had room to grow. If heaven hums, I want the proof. It sounds like rain on a tin roof. Red clay under my fingernails and southern wind in all my tails. I may have left that county line, but it never left this heart of mine. It's in the way I say goodbye and how I miss the open sky. I've got my hometown in my bones, in every mile I walk alone. It's in my voice, it's in my stance, in boots that still know how to dance. No matter how far I may roam, I've got my hometown in my bones. Granddad's watch still ticks on time, Mama's prayer still cross state lines. That diner jukebox plays my youth. In every song I find my truth. Those city lights now fill my nights. I still dream in porch light whites. I've got my hometown in my bones, in every mile I walk alone. It's in my voice, it's in my stance, in boots that still know how to dance. No matter how far I may roam, I've got my hometown in my bones. One day I'll head back home for good, to split old wood where Grandpa stood. But till that day I'll always know that hometown goes where I go. I've got my hometown in my bones, in every chord and country tone. From barn to stage, from field to phone, it's who I am when I'm alone. Not just in flesh, but down to stone. I've got my hometown in my bones.
We'd skip stones till the sky turned red, say things we never would have said, in church pews or on busy streets. But the creekbed knew our hidden beats. We bared our souls to rocks and reeds, and let the water take our knee. Creekbed confession, soft and slow, spoken low where no one knows the secrets that we let slip free, with muddy toes and honesty. No preacher heard, no judgment shown, just creekbed confessions of our own. I told you how my dad would drink. You whispered fears too dark to think. We made a pact in fading light, to never hide what's real at night. The stream just hummed its quiet tune, like it had room for every wound. Creekbed confessions, soft and slow, spoken low where no one knows the secrets that we let slip free, with But in that bend I swore I heard your voice still hiding in each word. Creekbed confessions, time won't fade. They're etched in silt and soft cascade. Though we've outgrown those barefoot days, that place still holds the things we'd say, still flowing neath that mossy stone. Those creekbed confessions of our own.
Parked in the drive with the radio low, barefoot on gravel, nowhere to go. Counting clouds through a windshield haze, spinning hopes in the heat of day. The world was wide, but we stood still, heart stuck somewhere on that hill. Driveways and daydreams holding tight to rusted cars and fading light. We planned escape with paper wings, but never left those concrete things, just tired tracks and silent screams. Driveways and daydreams. You drew maps on your notebook page, with highways out in center stage. I traced your plans with my own doubt, wondering what this heart's about. Your eyes look past the fields and sky, but I still blink and wonder why. Driveways and daydreams holding tight to rusted cars and fading light. We planned escape with paper wings, never left those concrete things, just tired tracks and silent screams. Driveways and daydreams. Now you're out there chasing stars, while I fix fences and tune old cars. But sometimes late, when no one sees, I sit and dream beneath the tree. Driveways and daydreams, they return like summer heat and lessons learned. We didn't fly, but we still tried, with open hearts and arms so wide. And though the past ain't what it seems, I still believe in daydreams. behind the tools, and jars of spice beneath old shelves, stacked once or twice. I found a box of paper gold with folded years and truths untold, dusty ink and fading names, but every word still burns like flame. Letters in the smokehouse, sealed and kept, whispers time itself had wept, stories hidden in the grain of wooden walls that knew our pain. Love and loss both left their vows in letters in the smokehouse. One was yours, the date long past, said I'll come home, just not too fast. You never did. Now I see you meant to leave that part of me. I read them slow, each pause a tear, each page a voice I used to hear. Letters in the smokehouse, sealed and kept, whispers time itself had wept, stories hidden in the grain of wooden walls that knew our pain. Love and loss both left their vows in letters in the smokehouse. Now when the firewood starts to spark, I think of how you lit the dark. And though you're gone, these pages prove you once were mine, and I once moved. Letters in the smokehouse, soul and thread, they speak aloud the words unsaid. While life moved on beyond these walls, these papers caught what time lets fall, and I still read them now and now. Those letters in the smokehouse. We leaned on fence posts side by side, boots and dirt, no need to hide. A fire danced beneath the stars and turned our silence into sparks. You said some truths don't need a sound, just sparks and eyes to pass them round. Fenceposts and firelight, soft and still, held our hearts on that old hill. We didn't kiss, but we both knew something burned where embers flew. The night said more than words just might, through fence posts and firelight. The cedar snapped like it knew our names. The stars just watched, they played no games. Your shadow flickered on the barn like memory carved in dusk and charm. I almost said please stay a while, but let the flames just bear my smile. Fenceposts and firelight, soft and still, held our our hearts on that old hill. We didn't kiss, but we both knew something burned where embers flew. The night said more than words just might, through fence posts and firelight. Now years have passed and fences lean, but I still see that glowing scene. And every time the fire's warm, I feel you near inside the storm. Fenceposts and firelight glowing red brings back the things we left unsaid. The roads have taken you from view, the flame remains where love once grew, and every flicker brings you right back to fence posts and firelight. Grain bins rusted, leaning low, still smells like sun and harvest old. I climbed inside just one last time to say goodbye to what was mine. The echoes caught my breath that day and whispered things I meant to say. Goodbye from the grain bin stealing round, where every footstep makes a sound that echoes back the years I knew of sweat and storms and skies so blue. It ain't a church, but it feels like a sin, saying goodbye from the grain bin. The floorboards creak beneath my boots, still scattered with forgotten roots. A shovel stands like a sentry still, guarding ghosts from every hill. I touched the wall and it touched back with dust that carried every track. Goodbye from the grain bin stealing round, where every footstep makes a sound that echoes back the years I knew of sweat and storms and skies so blue. It ain't a church, but it feels like sin, saying goodbye from the grain bin. I ain't afraid to move ahead, but I still bow my hat instead. 'Cause some goodbyes don't slam a door, they rust and hum and mean much more. Goodbye from the grain bin, soft and slow, one last glance before I go. It held my youth, it knew my name, it caught my tears and bore my shame. If I come back,